Months of inaction from President Biden have left our nation drifting toward economic disaster. His own administration says our nation is only weeks away from a debt crisis. But there has been a total absence of presidential leadership. President Biden has simply been MIA. First, the president said he would not negotiate unless Speaker McCarthy and House Republicans passed their own bill. So they did. They did. Our Republican colleagues in the House passed a responsible bill. It's the only legislation currently in existence that can pass even one chamber of Congress, let alone both. So let that sink in. This is where we are. Senate Democrats and Leader Schumer can give all the angry speeches they want, but they have no bill. Leader Schumer has no plan that can earn 60 votes here in the Senate. He has no solution that can even pass his chamber, let alone the House. Speaker McCarthy and House Republicans are the only people in Washington who have actually passed legislation to avoid default. The Senate majority offers plenty of angry noises, but zero plan. The only solution is presidential leadership. President Biden has been sleepwalking toward this crisis. Mr. President, it's time to wake up. Time to wake up. The President has two options. He can endorse the responsible bill that House Republicans have already passed and instruct Senate Republicans not to block it in this chamber.
Good morning, friends. Happy Wednesday to all of you. More relief money will be arriving for hundreds of thousands of Americans. There are 2 more batches of inflation relief checks that are being sent out starting this month. And friends, these payments may be worth as much as $500. So please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to find out if you are eligible. Also, in 2 days, I will be announcing more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Many Georgia lawmakers may have already received extra money as the state began issuing its first round of surplus tax refund checks yesterday. For a second consecutive year, lawmakers approved Governor Brian Kemp's request to issue income tax refunds to eligible state taxpayers. These refunds will cost a projected $1 billion of the $6.6 billion in surplus revenue that's held over from its last budget year. Governor Brian Kemp recently told reporters, Georgia is once again in a position to issue surplus tax refunds, thanks to years of responsible, conservative budgeting, and because we choose to protect both lives and livelihoods during the crisis. Both the income tax rebate and a separate $950 million property tax rebate are fulfilled campaign promises made by Governor Kemp during his successful re-election run last year. Those eligible should receive rebate checks of $250 for single filers or married taxpayers who filed separately, $375 for heads of households, or $500 if you are a married joint filer. Residents qualify for a refund if they filed taxes in both the 2021 and 2022 tax years, though no one can receive more money than they paid in state income taxes in 2021. All eligible recipients will be sent a check or have the funds directly deposited. Those without a tax liability, including many retirees who do not owe state income taxes, will not receive any money. However, taxpayers who were claimed as a dependent and had a tax liability in 2021 are also eligible for the refund. Since the last of the 3 federal stimulus checks were distributed in 2021, many U.S. states have been using surpluses to issue tax rebates, relief checks, or stimulus payments to their residents to help them in the fight against high inflation. Georgia residents can review the status of their refund online 2 to 3 weeks after filing their tax return. Residents in another state could be in line for rebates that are worth up to $900, and that's thanks to a big budget surplus. It comes from a plan unveiled by Kansas Governor Laura Kelly after she vetoed Senate Bill 169. She claimed the bill would create a flat tax, meaning everyone pays at the same rate regardless of ability to pay. Governor Kelly added that it would have hurt middle-class taxpayers and the public education sector. But instead of just vetoing the bill, she introduced a tax rebate plan that is worth between $450 and $900. First, note that the rebate amount would depend on your filing status. So, for example, Kansas individual taxpayers will receive $450, and then couples will receive $900. This week, Senate Democrat Joe Manchin introduced his latest measure to speed permitting of both fossil fuel and renewable energy projects, as he tries to win support from both parties after similar bills failed several times last year. The legislation, the Building America Energy Security Act, would set a limit of 2 years on environmental review of major federal energy projects and 1 year for smaller ones, reduce court delays over energy projects, and direct the president to designate at least 25 high-level energy projects and prioritize their permitting. Senator Joe Manchin said in a release, "There is overwhelming bipartisan recognition that our current permitting process are not working, and equally bipartisan support for addressing it through comprehensive permitting reform legislation." The bill also calls for completion of Equitrans Midstream Corp's Mountain Valley Pipeline that would run through Senator Manchin's state. The $6.6 billion, 300-mile natural gas project is mostly built but still needs several permits. Environmental groups and some of Senator Manchin's fellow Democratic lawmakers had slammed his previous permitting measures as handouts to fossil fuel companies, which contributed to last year's failures. And Republicans who were angry with Senator Manchin for supporting President Biden's climate legislation did not support his bill last year. But clean energy advocates have said the legislation, which would speed power transmission projects, is key to implementing an energy transition supported by last year's Inflation Reduction Act. The House of Representatives, controlled by Republicans, had also passed an energy reform bill on March 30th, which is intended to boost oil and gas and scale back climate initiatives. However, the House would likely have to drop many of those provisions for the bill to progress. Well, my awesome and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Wednesday. Thank you, dear friends, for being part of this community and for being here every single day. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances, my friends, of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.